All right, coming up next, a welterweight matchup between Anderson the Spider Silva and Chael Sonnen. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash here. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to take his opponent down and get off some of that patented ground and pound.
Yes, and once he's on top, he starts to just gain control first. He does not try to rush to the next position because he understands whether or not he's in the guard, half guard, or side control, he can find ways to land big damage. In the side control, he does a really good job of going knee on belly, posturing his body all the way to the top, and just coming down with big punches. Boom, once he lands, he goes back and he secures. Then he goes back to find another big strike. He does not waste energy just throwing little rabbit punches. Everything has to matter, as you've seen in some of the great ground and pound fighters you've ever seen, like Jack Hermanson, guy that beats you into the bottom of the octagon until you roll over and give up your neck to get submitted.
Yeah, nothing pitter-patter about it.
No.
All right, so here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at the Spider. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach. He has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva.
And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going to 45.
I'm
There's
not
no
going
way.
to 45. Ain't no chance.
You're going to voice a video game.
I'm going to voice a video game. What a great idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 14 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Westland, Oregon, Chael Sonnen! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your point. You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up there.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
And they separate. Nice defense there, huge plus. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Sonnen going for the takedown here, but he misses. Silva gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Oh, collar tie.
Another straight left.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Got the single collar tie.
Left hand punches the clinch.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, sprawled, and got away from his opponent. Great job.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Anderson the Spider Silva. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body, and eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
Nice punch by Sonnen. Oh, beautiful land there by Anderson Silva. Age is just a number. Remarkably, the former UFC middleweight champion still getting it done.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Chael's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Owen St. Preux would be proud. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Chael. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Lance, I need you to go out there and knock this dude down again. All right, but this time, let's close the deal.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, second round underway. punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing. Good jab.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
He's so committed to body punching.
Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity. Now we're going. Now the guy's got on. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Armor's been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Solid strike on the ground.
Now into his mouth.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, looks like he's transitioning to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Chael Sonnen!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.